Welcome back to the deep dive. So, when you go into a hospital or a doctor's office, there's this massive amount of trust involved, right?
Absolutely. Implicit trust.
But what happens when that trust, well, when it breaks? When a mistake happens, a serious one, and you're left harmed and just full of questions.
Yeah, it's a devastating situation.
Today, we're really digging into that. What does it actually mean to seek justice after a medical error? We want to clarify the line between just a bad outcome and real negligence.
That's the critical point.
And look at why getting legal help is so often, well, essential in these incredibly difficult cases. Let's get into it.
Okay, so that distinction you mentioned is vital because, legally speaking, not every sad or tragic result counts as malpractice. It just doesn't.
Right, there's a specific legal bar.
Exactly. A claim really only works if a healthcare provider didn't meet the expected professional standard of care. And that failure specifically is what caused the harm.
So that connection, the causation, is everything.
It's the absolute foundation of the entire case. Without it, you don't have malpractice in the legal sense.
So it's definitely more than, say, a simple slip-up. We're talking about significant failures that cross a professional line. Our sources point to some really common and frankly scary examples, like misdiagnosis or diagnosing something way too late, meaning crucial treatment time just vanished.
Yeah, or serious errors during surgery or with anesthesia. Those are big ones.
Birth injuries, too, tragically. And even things like medication errors, wrong drug, wrong dose.
Yeah, and critically important, just failing to properly monitor a patient, noticing when their condition is changing and not acting on it. That falls into this, too.
The consequences, they go way beyond just the physical pain, don't they?
Oh, absolutely. You're looking at lost income, sometimes permanently, huge emotional distress, and the medical bills just keep piling up.
It can become financially crippling fast.
Exactly. Recovery can feel impossible without some form of accountability, some compensation.
Which brings us to why these cases are such a challenge. I mean, hospitals, insurance companies, they have resources.
They have entire teams. Lawyers, medical experts, investigators, all focused on protecting their interests and, frankly, minimizing payouts. It's incredibly daunting for an individual.
You really can't face that kind of defense on your own.
No way.
Yeah.
And that's where having specialized legal help can completely change the game. It's not just about, filing forms.
No, it's strategic.
It's about building a solid, rigorous case.
Right. And our research breaks down what that strategy looks like. It usually starts with a deep investigation.
Getting independent experts involved.
Exactly. Bringing in trusted medical professionals to go through every single record, every chart, to find out what really happened, not just the official story.
And that investigation directly fuels the next step. Case building.
Connecting the dots.
Precisely. You need those experts to translate the medical facts into legal terms, showing how the standard of care wasn't met and how that specific failure caused the injury. It's detailed work.
This isn't just about arguing yet. It's laying the groundwork meticulously.
Right. And while all this is happening, the legal team handles the procedural side, the details.
All that complex paperwork, the court filings, keeping track of deadlines.
Which are incredibly important. As you mentioned, some places, like Colorado, for example, have really strict time limits, statutes of limitations for bringing these kinds of claims. Miss that window, and you might lose your chance entirely.
So they manage all that while you, the patient, try to focus on healing.
Exactly. And then ultimately, all this preparation leads to the core function, fighting for compensation.
Negotiation from strength.
Yes. Because the case is built so thoroughly, the lawyer can negotiate forcefully with the insurance companies. And they prepare every case as if it might go to trial. That readiness is key.
It ensures the client's story, the real impact of the negligence, is properly valued and heard.
Absolutely.
So, okay, wrapping this up for our listeners, what's the main takeaway? If you're facing a medical crisis, that first crucial step is understanding that line. It's a tough one between an unfortunate outcome and actual professional negligence.
Knowing that difference is power. It's the start of potentially regaining some control.
Yeah.
And, it raises a bigger question about accountability. This legal process, it's not just about money, although that financial recovery is often essential for someone whose life has been turned upside down.
Right, it's more than that.
It's also fundamentally about getting answers, about holding the responsible parties accountable. It's about seeking some measure of, justice.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, doesn't it? How does that demand for accountability, case by case, potentially shape how medical care is delivered in the future? Something definitely worth considering.